Worsley's come out with a statement to make.
Here's a real question. Alan Fay. Just an observation, but I find it a bit strange that John Worsley extends his arm. Well, I think John had a very mild bout of the old yips, and he developed a style where he just locks out the arm and he's then able to go through the motion unhindered as he gets the job done very impressively, finishing the match off with an 11-darter, another theme of the week so far. The numbers are outstanding for Worsley. 101.47 the average, very good for Richardson. 90.71, but nowhere near enough. 50% on the doubles, and the highest finish, the final finish, the 81 checkout to get the job done. We're back after a short break with Jamie Atkins against John O'Shea. Not a good night for our football teams last night, was it? Great finish from O'Shea, popping out the 82 for a 14-dart hold. John O'Shea right now, you asked the question, will he benefit from that restart mentality? Well, there's your answer. That's another 11-darter and takes his average up to 105.68. Absolutely, at the moment. I mean, through the most part, John O'Shea's been unplayable. Double five.
That would have been for a fourth visit leg of the match. And this 127 to save the game. And that would have been to wrap it up with 110 average. But this game could have another leg in it. Ball. Wasn't too far away. And so O'Shea, double five to round off what has been an immaculate performance. He said he'd find a way. And find a way he has. A 13-darter on the back, an 11 and a 12 in there. A 4-2 win against Jamie Atkins of an average of 109.05. Atkins 96.97. A superb game. And that ton finish there means he's now hit 8 ton plus checkouts for the week, John O'Shea. But have a look at those numbers. 109.05. Jamie Atkins, well, welcome to the Modus Super Series, sir. Average 96.97. It's only good enough for a couple of legs. Coming up after the break, Martin Grierson takes on Lee Cox. Wanderer. 146. Double 16. To continue the trend of ton toppers and continue the trend of full visit legs.
Yeah, that's the way to bounce back.
So Cox first to finishing this fourth leg. However, Grierson's in a position where he can put himself in control. And control he will. And put maximum pressure on.
Outstanding turn.
And having already found 146 in the game, Cox can't follow up.
Yeah, needed another.
Matthew Carr 24.
That's how impressive that max was to leave 2 12s.
Game shot on the fourth leg, Martin Grierson.
204 in 5. 2 from 14.
And so Grierson is back for the win in his first game of the week on his second appearance. And he's going to get a dart at tops, and that first dart is a beautiful lie for him. For him to then find the tops and find a 4-2 win to kickstart his campaign against Lee Cox, who may sense a feeling of here we go again, from the end of his exploits as far as Group A is concerned. Grierson, a 4-2 victor. Another good quality contest, 86.97 and 90.32 the averages, and what a first round we've enjoyed. Coming up after the break, James Richardson takes on Jamie Atkins.
An opportunity missed.
$136. James Carr 102.
102 for 3-3. And to take us all the way of Atkins on a single to double for the match.
James, you've got to go for the wire in between the 6 and the 10. You've got a big margin of error.
94. James Carr 48.
It's been unforced errors, hasn't it, at times, which has undone Richardson. It could undo him here. As Atkins has a couple at double 16. For his first win at the Modus Super Series, and he does it by getting the better James Richardson by 4 legs to 2. Another impressive performance, average in the end just under 90, 89.27, but on the finishing 4 out of 7. Richardson himself not too bad, mid-80s, 2 from 5 on the doubles, but work to do for Ruthless. Coming up next, Cox Worsley.
75.
Double 12. For a 4-1 win and another real good performance that from John Worsley. Average 88.75, finished off with a 14 darter. He gets the better of Lee Cox by 4 legs to 1. That's now 2 wins from 2 from the one ball to kickstart the day. It's the nature of the dart player. Tops for 3-0, and that's his second ton topper of the day. A 116 and a 12 darter.
9.
24 hours off.
2 4s. Devesh should get over the line. And over the line he is. Well, the average in the end was 96.97. He missed a dart for it to be 111, but nonetheless, O'Shea is over the line. He gets a better of mine. Grierson to 0. Coming up after the break, it's James Richardson in action up against Lee Cox.
146.
He needs it to keep himself in the contest. Joel 18. Oh, he stays there. Double 13. Oh, beautiful. Just when he needed something to go his way, he's found the 146. For 4-1 success, it's Tots for Richardson. For a brilliant win, and Ruthless is on the board. As for Lee Cox, it's 3 games, 3 defeats. He's got a lot of work to do from here. And unfortunately for him, he knows all about that. So that is the tale of the tape from that particular affair. Cox with 2 146 outs, but it was the only leg that he won in the contest. Richardson running out a 4-1 victor in that particular contest. Coming up next, Jamie Atkins up against Martin Grierson. Grierson for the break in the opening leg. Another one of them. He's got so much of the bed to find and gets
Super dart.
Super finish.
Yeah, I love that. When that's a sign of real confidence. Didn't just throw the dart the same, pick the open bed.
10 plus outs. This would be for 2 on the spin for Grierson. And again, he's got lots of room at the end. Finds it again. Double 8. It's a finishing masterclass on Martin Grierson. A 140 in the first, a 136 in the second, and he leads 2-0.
Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Matches.
78.
Yeah, this is a big surprise, isn't it? Has to be said.
But what we're learning very quickly is the reliability of Grierson. Tops for the match. And that's 4 from 4 on the doubles. 2 tub plus checkouts. A remarkable performance for Martin Grierson. Jamie Atkins was kind of left in the doldrums in that particular encounter. Grierson, a 4-0 winner, averaging 92.5. Were perfect on the finishing. And those 2 ton plus outs, well, that swung the game in his trajectory. Coming up next, John Worsley and John O'Shea.
John
O'Shea has missed an opportunity to level up this, to get the break and to lead 2-0. And he's going to have 2 at double 12. And there is just such a reliability with John Worsley in his doubles today.
Yeah, there's a real air of confidence.
He's an 8-4 in this game. He's got 8-4 again. Rinse and repeat. Double 12. And you know the rest. 3-0 Worsley.
81.
His foot down. He's had 2 finishes of 84. He could finish with an 81 and he could finish with an 11 dart leg. Double 12. He isn't going to miss this, is he? There was no way he was going to miss. An 11 darter, 103.66 average. The one ball makes it 3 wins from 3. He gets the better of John O'Shea by 4 legs to 0. They have a discussion about the match that they have just seen. Combination finishing from the gods. A couple of 84s and an 81 in there. John O'Shea averaged 85.68, and that was effectively his scoring average because he only had a solitary dart at the double in that particular match. Coming up next, Lee Cox and Jamie Atkins. Down to 2-1.
Double 16. Oh, a long way off. He's just lost his belief and confidence on dart 2, but found it on dart 3. It was more about what Wade did than, or didn't do, than what Waits did, in fairness.
105.
Oh, some of the comments in the chat are aging well here. More dinner money lost to the bookies.
59, Leo Carr 76.
Well, this is for his first win, and this could give us a little bit of table separation here in Group C. Double 18 for a first win for Lee Cox by 4 legs to 3 against Jamie Atkins. And so that first victory means that things just begin to separate between the top and the bottom. Atkins got to put himself to within a couple of points of John Worsley at the top of the pile. But Cox wins by 4 legs to 3. Atkins having match starts in a couple of legs. He could have won it 4-1. But it's Lee who gets over the line. 4-3. Next up is John O'Shea against James Richardson.
John O'Carr
able
16.
to make any inroads. And so O'Shea to move one away. And O'Shea is a leg away. He leads 3-2.
Time permitting.
Double 7 for the match to finish it off beautifully. It's a 4-2 win for John O'Shea. So he gets the better of James Richardson. A real nice embrace between the pair at the end of that particular contest. These two have been getting on quite well, both on and off the oche over the course of the last 4 days. But it's O'Shea who runs out the victor. Next up, it's Grierson against Worsley. 5s for the match for the win. Foul for Worsley to seal a 4-2 win against Martin Grierson. 4 for 4 from the Womble. So much so, it's making our voices go. 82, 89 the average in the end. 4 from 20 on the doubles. I'm off to get a cough sweet, and we're going to watch O'Shea and Cox to save it. Another one of them. Would have left double 14, and so O'Shea to complete the victory. He's looking at double 10 for what is 4 wins out of 5 on his opening day. A 4-1 success against Lee Cox to end proceedings for the Joker, and he'll be very happy with his first day's work. Some real good performances in there. Nonetheless, the 109 against Jamie Atkins to start. He ends with an 81-81 against Cox. Coming up next is Worsley up against Atkins. We'll go ball, double 16.
Game shot on the 4th leg, Jamie Atkins.
2-2.
Yeah, his first of the day.
Dropped it in over the top.
To round off the day, we have a ton topper, and it would be the perfect day for John Worsley.
After the perfect visit from Atkins. So gets 2 bites of the cherry here. If he doesn't hit the treble 20, but keep straight, it'll be treble 19 and tops to win it 4-2. Tops it is.
And a win it is, and a perfect day it is for the Womble. And you can see how much that meant to John Worsley. A 117 check to end what has been a perfect day. A 4-2 win against Jamie Atkins, who has played some good stuff, but he hasn't picked the points up. That, the tail of the tape from that particular affair. 1 game to go. Richardson against Grierson is after this.
And I suggest this has got to go. Should stay there. Double 12.
And that now means every player in this group has had a tub plus finish. The 104 for Richardson goes, leads 2-1.
James O'Carr 92.
Oh, needed one of those trebles.
52.
It's okay though. No finish for Grierson.
So Tots for Richardson to
41.
seal a 4-1 win. And in it goes, and it's a win for James Richardson to round off the day's action. He moves on to 4 points in the group. Worsley and O'Shea are going to have a big buffer at the top of proceedings. So that's the tail of the tape from our final game. We're going to head to the studio and analyse all the action after this short break.